Hey everybody. I said, well, I wanted to do a quick vid on some pictures I took recently. Well, the date on this one's from May 8th. These are just pictures of the sky I take around Sioux City here. This is above my house here. Uh, this is, I don't know, 20 minutes later. First you get this, then you get this. I take pictures like every day of the sky, especially where I work. It's very consistent for these weird looking sunsets. Yeah, I mean, ever since I noticed some real heavy chemtrailing, I've been just paying attention to the sky a lot. Since I have a phone with a camera. See, I take pictures. The sunsets are always weird. This is down in Sergeant Bluff, right by the airport there, and the clouds are always these. Oh, this is a good one here. What I got here on this picture is this is a reference point. This sky is wide open here. If you go here, this is only like, I think like 4 minutes later. Here's the same pole, it's just kind of a different angle. But bam. I mean, what is this? They say it's not trailing. I got two in this one. I love when I get two. But they say this is condensation. They try to say they're contrails. If this was ice and vapor, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't start to do this. And get bigger. 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 And ultimately start to spread out. I mean, yeah, this one went all the way across the city. Look at these things. They're just weird. But I mean, also, if these were commercial jets, I mean, wouldn't this thing extend? I mean, as far as I could see, it just kind of came out of nowhere. There it is. I just love watching it get bigger, bigger, bigger. Reminds me of like when you see pictures of like the space shuttles taking off, but it's not. It's just a fucking plane. Now these I'd like to call contrails. They get pretty long though, and if you notice this gray haze here, well, you know, they get lost once they fan out just slightly because it's always this shitty gray look all the way around, you know, throughout the horizons, if you ever notice. I mean, if this was vapor, it wouldn't linger. It sure the hell wouldn't get bigger. I mean, you can clearly see there was one that already went by. Who knows how long before that. That's a real cloud over here. See those? Pretty sure those are real. You see these, when you see these straight clouds, they're just, I watch them every day. You see how we already had clouds come over, our planes come over, and then one went over and it was a nice definite line, and then it starts to fan out and get bigger and bigger. I mean, look at these gassy looking shitty clouds. Look at these things. See that? I assume these are real clouds here, but this is more, I was focusing more on the foreground, because these low-lying, hazy, misty, vapor-looking things are really low. See this? It's as if someone took a spray paint can with some shit in it and just sprayed it in the air, I guess. And another thing, commercial jets at 35,000 feet, I read a couple things saying you wouldn't be able to see the jet with the naked eye. But this is on my fucking cell phone, and you can see the silhouette. And they really don't seem all, I mean, they're high, they're jets, but, and look at this. Every day it's nice out, nice and sunny. I got this shit. I mean, if this has got, you know, reports of aluminum in it, because they're attempting to help block out the sun, you know, to cool it down, because it's just doing its natural thing, you know, being the whole sun and earth and stuff. They want to talk about global warming, but other regions are cooling down. And then I seen a video where right now, you know, Antarctica should be going through like 30 days of nighttime, but the sun keeps rising and setting. It could mean our axis has been tilted more than they're telling us, or, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to get into that whole thing. But anyways, yeah, hazy clouds. Still hazy. These I took pictures of because I appreciate real clouds, but again, right here, you can see the gassy, shitty looking clouds. I love when I get two of them. Look at that. And if you notice this gray, how gray it is, it's always gray on your horizons. And I believe that they circle us all day long. We have the 185th refueling wing, and you know, they might say we're testing equipment, you know, and if they're testing their equipment, those KC-135s I know have release nozzles for emergencies to release the fuel out of the tanks, and if they're testing those, what are they testing them with? You know, see the haze here? But I mean, what are they testing those with? They surely ain't, you know, testing them with real fuel. I would hope they're not wasting fuel like that. You know, so whoever's in charge or head of those guys, you know, along the pyramid scheme, you know, is going to just tell the pilots, you know, hey, you got to do this. This is for the recovery, you know, the Environmental Recovery Act. It's on Public Law 105-85. You can find it. The Department of Defense gets like I want to say $1 billion. $3 billion a year set aside for environmental recovery. And a guy who was in the Air Force told me they weighed spray paint cans and dispose of them properly. And I was like, that's what my $3 billion in taxes got? Sweet. Anyways, this is down by the old Team Ford off of 6th Street. You see that haze in the sky? It's like a daily thing. Look at this. What a beautiful, beautiful. I mean, if this was vapor, just good old water vapors, yeah, I don't think you'd get such a defined line. I mean, look at, that's a beauty. And this one's even better. I just love this one because it's sputtering. And then it must have kicked on. Must have been a little gunk in the nozzle there, or whatever the hell's going on. I mean, look at that. This is down off of Nebraska Street, right next to the Shriner Temple. But yeah, it was sputtering, and then it looks like they got the kinks worked out. And again, down in Sergeant Bluff, this hazy, shitty shit. But yeah, again, these are a lot of Sergeant Bluff. I mean, look at this. Boom, boom, boom. You run over us a couple times, and it's going to give you this gray, shitty look. Someone pointed out they block out the sun, and holy shit, it's what it seems like. Because if these were fucking vapor, they would not start right here. You understand? No one can tell me anymore that, oh, it's just a little condensation on the wings, coming over the wings, or coming out of the fucking exhaust or something. This is ridiculous. These are being turned on. Look at it. Man, I gotta... Look at this stuff. And this gassy shit. This is consistent every fucking day. Two of them. Love when I get two of them. I'm not even going to get through half these pictures that I have. Again, gassy sunsets. Doubles. Look at them. 3 of them. There they, I mean, and they cover that sun up. Which, you know, it gives us delicious, you know, vitamin D, which is, you know, something we definitely need. 9 90% of Americans are vitamin D deficient, as well as other vitamin deficiencies. But vitamin D, we consume, and our body uses up vitamin D as soon as we can produce it. And your best supplement, or not supplement, your best source of vitamin D is the sun. Anyways, this was over Sioux City one day on a Saturday, and many people posted on Facebook when they seen this, because it was like, holy shit. This is down off Gordon Drive. I mean, look at that. Amazing. Again, commercial jet shouldn't be able to see that, especially with a stupid little camera phone. Look at the haze. See the gray. Clear blue skies up here. Gray. Every day. Now that you've seen this, maybe you pay attention to it. You see blue, shitty gray. All these pictures, it was an accident because I was attempting to get a picture of the cameras on the interstate, but I didn't even notice all the chemtrail that I got. I mean, it's all over. I'm trying to hurry up and get through these. I like this one, the way it runs parallel with the power lines. There's one here. I like this one, the good old American flag there. I mean, when they're thick like that, come on. Condensation, vapor, give me a fucking break. This one's great. They were racing down Gordon Drive. Racing them. Crisscrossing. Look at that. This is a completely separate day here. I mean, look how big they get. Pay attention to the sky. I mean, if this has got aluminum, micro aluminum in it, or any other thing, I mean, people wonder why they're getting upper respiratory problems and getting colds during the summer, and it's been more frequent. I mean, they're spraying shit in the air. Look at this. Look at these. Look at this gassy. I mean, I can look every night directly at the sun during sunset. It's ridiculous. Yeah, they look beautiful and pretty and shit like that, but come on. I took this picture just because of the haze that hangs over the city, like South Sioux City's fucking LA or something. And look at the haze. This is not overcast either. If I would have had a bigger picture up, you know, up top, it would have been nice blue skies. Just a weird haze hanging over everything. It's messed up. Here's one. Here's a reference. I got this thread hanging here and this pole. Here's some lines. 3 minutes later. I couldn't believe it was that big that fast. And there, as it spreads. And this is every day. I mean, look at those things. Took these pictures, real clouds. I mean, yeah, so what I wanted to show you just real quick, got like a minute to do it. Weather Modification Inc. This company does cloud seeding for winter snowpack augmentation, and they can make it rain. It's for better runoffs, you know, when they want to, you know, fill up reservoirs and you know, take back rivers and stuff like that. Their main clientele, if you go to the United States, first one's U.S. Department of Defense. This is equipment sales, and it could be planes or anything like that. Also, I mean, if you go down Wyoming, North Dakota, New Mexico, they have shit where they could probably you know, make it rain down there. Arizona, you know, they could make it rain and well, maybe put out some of them fires, I guess, you know. It's not saying every time it rains that they're causing it to rain. It's just something I wanted to point out while I was doing this video with the pictures and everything like that. So yeah, I mean, just look into it. Weather Modification Inc. It's out of Fargo, North Dakota. I mean, look at all the contracts that they have. And what's crazy, United States of America, numero uno, U.S. Department of Defense, which is the umbrella for the Air Force and everything else. Anyways, check it out. Thanks. Peace.